Ladies and gentlemen, our fourth and final professional boxing bout of the tournament to determine who's going to move on to be in the kickboxing portion. Coming to us first, out of the red corner, Benjamin Lugo. And his opponent also had 135 pounds, Mr. Scott Ingram. Your referee for this bout, Curtis Thrasher.
Okay, gentlemen, you received your instructions earlier in the dressing room. I expect you to obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. Right now, we're going to touch them up. Good luck.
Final boxing bout of the tournament. Lugo in the blue trunks, Ingram in the brown trunks. Mr. Lugo, highly seeded in this tournament. As an amateur, he had held titles for Sparta Combat League in boxing, in kickboxing, and in MMA. So, if you got a guy that you say the tournament was built for, Mr. Lugo has to be at the top of that list. Ingram, great deal of experience, little trip there. No knockdown. Lugo, big advantage with the height and reach in this bout. Ingram going to have to work closing that distance, and he does so nicely with the left hand. Lugo keeping his feet somewhat stationary, letting his shoulder and head movement do the work of evading the punches, as opposed to stepping back or circling out. Shows the confidence that he has in his ability to read his opponent. And just as I say that, Ingram does a beautiful job of slipping and sliding. Lugo's corner asking for a three-punch combo. Ingram able to evade and then answer back nicely.
Good, Scotty. Go to that body.
Don't let him sit there.
Stiff one, stiff one.
Right hand leader, left jab. He's sticking that jab in his face.
Lugo being the one that I would say is controlling the action here in round number one, dictating where the fight goes. Ingram doing a lot of times circling away, circling back, throwing nicely with his punches, but Lugo with what most would term ring generalship.
There you go. Short it up. Short it up. Good, Scotty.
And Lugo going a little bit more into stalking mode here as we approach the end of the round. A little more determination in his steps as he moves forward. Plants and throws some hard shots. There's the bell in the round.
This fight is brought to you by Old Glory Energy Drink. If you're feeling tired and lethargic, make sure to grab an Old Glory for 99 cents.
And just had a bunch of ice dumped in the ring. Got the corner guys clean that up as we check out the replay here. This is near the end of the round as Lugo put together that nice combination. He was starting to sit down on his punches a little bit, plant his feet, turn his hips, get a little more power into it. Good finish to the round by the top-notch and trials MMA fighter. And round number two. Already I can see Ingram looking to pressure forward a little bit more. And another slip, fighters get tangled up. Referee Curtis Thrasher says no need to stay down there, I'm not counting, bring it back up.
Good. Good. Slip to the body. Slip to the body.
Lugo, very calm and determined this evening.
Slip that jab all day.
Move. Get in range. Don't
Good.
leave.
Cover up. Circle. Circle.
Good mix of punches there by Lugo. Backs Ingram across one side of the ring.
Jab. Jab. Take your shot. Scotty, jab. Take your shot. Jab. Take that shot.
Ingram gave him a smile after that.
Good. Where's that face? Where's that face? Work it out. Where's that face? Good work, Scotty. Work it out.
One of those shots landed just above the hip on Ingram, so that's why we saw referee Curtis Thrasher letting the fighters know to keep those punches up.
Good. Short straight punches, buddy. Good. Out.
Body. Tiger practice. Let's go. Tiger practice. Work.
Straighten out that too, Scotty.
Practice. Come on.
Go to the body. Go to the body.
Tiger practice there, baby.
Lugo managing the distance well. Ingram has to pressure. Oh, and down goes Ingram. Good body shot by Lugo. technical difficulty there for a second. And back to the action. And action it is, as Lugo had scored the knockdown and Ingram comes up knowing he's got to show the judges something.
Circle out, Scotty.
10-second clacker. I can hear Lugo's corner calling for a three-punch combo, and stiff jab gets Lugo a second knockdown in the round. Great round from Mr. Lugo, and he's ushered over to a neutral corner. And bell's going to sound here to end the round. There it is. Going to a third, but great round for our red corner fighter.
If you are looking for some fun to do on the weekends or the weekdays, Saratoga Casino in Blackhawk is the place to be.
Here we see on the replay, Lugo going to work with the body shots. So almost the walk-off KO kind of look there, but a la Mark Hunt as he drops his opponent there. So a very decided advantage for Mr. Lugo going into round number 3. Ingram looks well recovered, comes out bouncing on his feet, doesn't seem to be weathered or worn at all. But Lugo immediately going to work. Lugo got a drop. Oh, and there's a little interruption in the footwork of Ingram, but Lugo got a knockdown with a body shot and a knockdown with a head shot, so knows that he has Ingram injured all around. And one more time, Ingram has to take a knee. Lugo ushered over to the neutral corner. Our count is a 5, 6. Ingram gonna take the 8 and get back to it. Corner of Lugo, asking him to go back to the body. Almost a little dirty boxing action there by Ingram as he kind of had a hand looped around behind his opponent's head to land a shot with the other.
There you go, baby. There you go. There you go, Scotty.
Ingram trying to put it together. Lugo takes a second step back, then digs hard at the body, does Lugo. Crosses to the head, does Lugo. Ingram answers back.
Fire back the body, Scotty. Fire back. Yes. Yes.
Lugo able to see all of his shots now. And occasionally you run into a fighter like Mr. Ingram who's in there against Lugo right now, yelling, "Let's go, let's go, let's go." Just a guy that loves to be in the ring. Love the guys that are built like that. However, the problem can be is Lugo might say, "Okay, I'll go." And Ingram looking to get back on track here. 30 seconds left, round number 3.
Right down the middle. Right down the middle. Your feet on the apple. Carry that jab. Carry it too.
10-second clacker sounded. Ingram able to keep himself in it.
Follow that one up.
Asked Lugo to bring it forward. Lugo did. Ingram survives into the fourth we go, and Ingram gives him a little nod of appreciation. Some folks are just born for combat. Both these guys definitely personify that. Mostly I just wanted to say personify.
Are you looking to get in better shape this summer? Make sure to stop over to Supplement Giant for all of your supplement needs.
Final round here, we take a look at Lugo. He was asked to pressure forward by Ingram, and he answered, working the body in blistering combinations as Lugo tries to cross upstairs, barely misses with it. Great job this evening by Mr. Lugo of mixing the variation of his punches. Not only body, head, but right, left, up and down the body, up and down, or rather cross and cross, just nicely done. These guys have some appreciation for one another. They show that, and then they'll try to render each other unconscious.
Parry that jab. There you go.
Ingram still seemingly has a lot of fight in him. Leaping forward with hard shots now is Ingram. One of the difficulties there is how much energy it takes to throw a punch with all your power and then miss. You have to shut down the rotation and the forward momentum of your whole body, and it's very, very draining. Lugo able to go to work with combinations. Solid shots, but more peppering type work than what Ingram is going for right now.
Parry that, Scotty. Parry that. Parry counter.
Ingram loaded up on that one. Lugo able to see it coming. Combination of stepping backward and moving to the side, was able to evade. And all the combat experience of Lugo, you can see it tonight. Just able to get a really nice read on his opponent.
One. Good. Come on, one. Now follow that up. Time to work, Lugo. Time to work. Good, Scotty. Follow that up. Circle, circle.
Just over a minute to go.
Fire. Good.
Lugo solidly ahead in this fight.
There you go, Scotty. There you go. Circle, 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 circle.
Corner of Ingram imploring him to circle. And once again, Lugo with the knockdown. I believe that's knockdown number 4 in this fight.
Deep breath, deep breath.
40 seconds left. See what Ingram has. Lugo, of course, doesn't want to blast out tons of energy working to finish the fight, being so solidly ahead, as he does have more fights ahead of him this evening. Or at least another fight, I will say. Possibly 2. Good read by Lugo. Lean back with the shoulders, let Ingram's punches slide by. 10-second clacker sounded. I believe the judges are going to tell us the winner on this one, and it's really just a matter of adding the scores now.
We would like to thank Violent One, the official company of Justin, the highlight reel Gaethje. He's in the house somewhere tonight. We want to thank him for coming out. We want to thank him for being a sponsor. That is Violent One.
We're going to thank our corner sponsors, the Dynamic Concepts Red Corner, facing off against the Larry H. Miller Blue Corner this evening. We have the judges' totals. Judge Tyrone Short scores the bout 40-32. Judge Eric Hines scores the bout 40-32. Judge Joseph Mason scores the bout 40-32. Your winner by unanimous decision, Ben Lugo.
I'm here now with the bearded assassin, Ben Lugo, who just won his fight, round 1 of the King of Sparta tournament. Ben, that was a very dominant performance. You knocked him down at least once every round. How frustrating was it that you couldn't finish that fight?
Honestly, it wasn't very frustrating at all. I know everybody's here to freaking bring it, so I expected him to keep going the whole time. I mean, look what we're fighting for, you know? We're fighting for who's number 1 in 35, you know? So let's get it done, man. Everybody keep working hard, keep getting it up, and keep coming.
As an amateur, you were the SCL boxing champ, SCL kickboxing champ, and SCL MMA champ. You think you can continue that as a pro and win tonight?
I believe in my hard work. I believe in my hard work. It's going to pay off.
Your next round is against someone who beat you in 2016, Josh Huber. It was an MMA fight. This is kickboxing. What's your plan going into this fight to avenge that loss?
I'm just going to go knuckle up with Josh, man. He knows he's my buddy. I like him a lot, man. He's cool. We're going to fucking get down and we're going to put on a show for everybody. That's what we're going to do.
Congrats on your win round 1. We'll see you next one.